Did you feel that, Aaron, in your experience, that you felt more connected to the folks on your team after that experience, having gone through that?
Oh my gosh, man. One thing that, to answer your question, yes, I still get chicken skin because everyone put their hands on me. Remember, everyone put their hands on me. And I remember them saying my name. And then I remember the song, uh, Hey brother, I sing for you. My heart vibrates a song for you. And man, that I've never felt so much connection in my life. It's to the point now. I mean, some of my brothers, I know Mason's going to probably put me in a headlock. I haven't been able to connect with him, even though we're so close together. But he's been very diligent with holding me accountable to connect with him. He's like, Aaron, there's a community of brothers out here that really want to, connect with you. Make some time for us. And Carell, he'll reach out to me every now and then. I've never felt so much love from a community of men, from a community of people in my life until I went to Sacred Sons.
That's just it too. It's like we can read all the books out there. You can do the practices, the modalities. It's really about the connection and the staying connected and of course, accountability, these type of things, but there's no secret. There's no secret. It's the connection that sustains us.
Yeah. And I mean, it's the connection. It's so much in that connection, like I want to go back to when you were talking about rewriting stories, and I created like this course on rewriting stories based off my own experience with rewriting stories. And one of the first things that I realized, I compared rewriting stories to like building a house. The first thing that you do when you build a house is excavate the land. And that's what my process was with Sacred Sons, was just excavating the land and getting those big boulders and those big tree roots and getting that trash and everything, all that debris out my field, so that I can have a level field, so I can have a level foundation. And once I begin to excavate the land, and you're always excavating the land, but once I begin to excavate the land and I got a flat surface, that's when I start building my foundation. And my foundation was like core values. So after I had that experience with Sacred Sons, I had to go back and realize, like, rediscover what was important to me, what core values was important to me. And that's why I love when y'all break up the men into different groups. You got the wolf pack over here, you got spirit walkers over here. You have so many different groups and you're teaching different lessons. But it's mainly around creating awareness and appreciating what challenges you faced in life and learning from those challenges and becoming more anchored and grounded.
Can I ask you right here, what are the values that make up your foundation? What have you arrived to for yourself?
Yeah, so one is integrity. That's one of my core values right there. Integrity. Respect for others. Family. Family is another core value. When you build a foundation, it's usually just water and cement, and that makes your foundation. So my foundation is going to be integrity. It's going to be respect for others. It's going to be family.
Well, you need a little rebar in there. You need some anchors. I mean, you need a little bit more than water and cement.
That's true. Yeah.
I can see how the integrity could be seen as like some structural rebar. The integrity of that foundation, like it flows all the way through it.
Yeah. Vulnerability is another one, though. Vulnerability is another one. I realized that vulnerability was one of the main things that displayed my strength, my inner strength. Am I vulnerable enough? Am I strong enough to be vulnerable in uncomfortable situations.
Yeah.
You know, when I got a bunch of guys looking at me, can I cry? You know, when I got a bunch of guys, you know, looking at me, staring me in my face, can I still tell my story without feeling as though I'm judged? Can I silence the noise within myself so that I can receive what others have to provide for me? I have to give me, you know, because there was some challenges that I was dealing with right after that, when I was crying and everyone's telling me, Aaron, we love you. For a split moment, I said, oh my gosh, they feel sorry for me. And it was like, no, I'm not even going to let that narrative can play out. But no, they love me because they see a little bit of themselves inside of me, and I see a little bit of myself inside of them, and I see some of the challenges that I face inside of them, and they see some of the challenges that they face inside of me. And I may have allowed them to open up a door to face those things. And that's the narrative that I'm going with, because one, is healthy and it's empowering. And that's what I'm about. So nothing negative. You know, it's crazy how negativity will try to creep in every now and then and plant little seeds. And if you leave those seeds, it grows into big ass sequoia trees, you know? So no, I had to like check myself, man, and really give myself flowers also.
Yeah.
You know, so
isn't that just it? Sometimes everybody else can see you shine, and herein lies that inner critic that just won't stop trying to tear down.
Yeah, that's what they call it, the saboteur. You know, it wants to sabotage everything. At one time when we were younger, as kids, we called it caution. You know, we called it caution when we were kids. I better not jump off this cliff because I might hurt myself and mom and dad's going to be mad. You know, it was just caution. And then it started to mature. That caution matured as we matured. And then it transitioned from caution to paranoia to saboteur. And we sabotage a lot of the opportunities to grow with the narratives that we create in life. And I did not want that to happen. No saboteur is going to have any voice. The saboteur is the voice of our limiting beliefs. It's not going to have any power in this situation. Right now, I'm going for gold. My brothers love me. My brothers support me. And that's all that matters, you know?